And we're recording.
I'm the nurse. I'm Paris.
Wait, I'm...
That's what she said.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm
who's Paris?
The nurse isn't even in the scene. So welcome to Act 3, Scene 4. And Act 3, Scene 4 has 3 characters. Paris, Lord Capulet, and Lady Capulet.
I'm Paris.
And I'm Lady
You're
Capulet.
such a jerk.
So we're going to read it, and then we're going to discuss the Reader's Diary. It's a rather short scene.
Yeah, wicked short.
All right.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily. Unluckily.
That's an odd way to say
I'm
it. Just
sorry.
keep reading.
Luckily. Unluckily. That we have had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. 'Tis very late, she'll not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been abed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she is mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay, more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris' love. And bid her, mark you me, on Wednesday next. But soft, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Oh. Monday, ha. Well, Wednesday is too soon. Oh, on Thursday let it be. On Thursday tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll keep no great ado, a friend or two, for hark you, Tybalt being slain so late. It may be thought we held him carelessly, being our kinsman if we revel much. Therefore we'll have some 6 friends, and there an end. But what say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone. On Thursday be it, then. Go you to Juliet ere you go to bed. Prepare her, wife, against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord. It is so very late, that we may call it early by and by. Good night.
So this scene is not long after the death of Tybalt, right? They've been staying up because dealing with things that happen in their family after this tragic occurrence. And Paris still seemed to make time to schmooze with the Capulets, and
it does seem inappropriate, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't start out that way. He's really sorry that there hasn't been time to hang out. Maybe he meant that day to come and hang out with Juliet.
Sure.
And get to
And
know her better.
Everything
and
went
then
south.
I just haven't had time for that because of, you guys are going through this hard time.
Right.
And, and Capulet seems to, like, he kind of says, like, you're all born to die, right? Doesn't he say that? Yeah.
Yes, he does.
We loved, she loved Tybalt. Well, yeah, we did. We all loved him, but
we all die.
Death happens. And if you weren't here, I'd probably be in bed an hour ago because I'm pretty tired. So Paris is like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, just hang out with Julia like I'd planned, and says, you know what? Hey, kind of idea. This is kind of a rough time we're having. Why don't we make a plan here? Let's plan this wedding. Now,
for 2 days from now. No, let's make it 3.
Yeah. So right now, Juliet's acting very strangely. This hasn't really been said in the text yet. I mean, you see it a little bit with the nurse, but here her cousin has died, and so she should be sad, but she's acting like really freaked out, like her life is over, kind of freaked out. And her parents are worried about her. She's mewed up to her heaviness. She's not going to come down.
Ask you about that.
So she's feeling terrible. She's locked herself in a room, and her sadness is what they're saying. That's not the truth. She has plans tonight that the parents don't know about, but she has locked them out, and she's definitely been off by herself. Okay. So, and this is so late that it's basically morning, or it's getting close to morning, that this is all happening. And Capulet thinks that Juliet's overreacting, and he's kind of worried that next time that Paris sees her, he might be like,
change my mind.
She's kind of acting crazy, maybe not. At this point, Paris still wants to marry her, so maybe we should lock this down. And so he starts like throwing out dates. Like, what day should we do this? Okay, Wednesday's too soon. Okay, Thursday. Thursday, we're going to have a wedding.
But we'll make it small.
Right.
Because we don't want people to think we didn't care about Tybalt dying.
Right. It'll just be a little thing, some friends and stuff. And just a few days from now. So this is what day again?
Monday,
Yeah.
my lord.
Monday. So you get married on a Monday. Everybody dies. There's all the dying and everything on the Monday. They met on a Sunday.
Yep.
And she's supposed to marry Tybalt on Thursday.
What?
Not Tybalt. Paris. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
that would be
Thursday.
weird. On Thursday.
5 days.
Mhm. So, but Capulet thinks that that's enough time that she can settle down and we can get ready for the wedding. And I love how he how do you like this? But he doesn't actually give any room for anybody
Right.
to. I mean, Paris gets to say, "Oh, I wish it was tomorrow."
Yeah, I'd do it.
But Lady Capulet must be just like, what?
Break this to her?
What? Like we're gonna have a wedding? Like I can't even.
And that's what she's like. That would concern her, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because she would have to make arrangements.
She's the lady of the house. All the preparing for it is a kind of big deal.
And then she's also ordered by her husband to go essentially
Breaking
get her
news,
prepared.
Her grieving daughter.
Happening. Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah.
Get ready. Steel yourself for it, Juliet.
Yes.
You're marrying this
It's
guy.
kind of a tough job. All right. So let's look at our diary entries.
You mentioned you talked about like the muling, etc. But I wanted to ask you on the top here. Capulet says Thursday, tell her she shall be married to this noble earl.
Mhm.
Now we'd called him the count or county earlier. So is there a difference between earl and
There
count?
really actually isn't. I mean, depending on where you are geographically, if you're in England, they're called earls.
Okay.
But they are the equivalent of a count. And so it's not weird that Shakespeare kind of shifts in between the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting. Did you have anything too, Fiona? Because you had mentioned the mewed up to her heaviness, and the mewed
Closed off.
Oh, okay. All right. Right. Okay. Yeah, this one is a pretty easy one, but
Well, we can see what's happening here, and it's not. We know this can't be good, right?
There's also this one. Oh yeah, it's not gonna be good for sure. What does this right here? So, and bid her mark you me on Wednesday next. So this mark you me.
Okay, mark means like listen. Listen here. Make a note of this.
Okay.
Mark this. Listen and make a note. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what he's.
Okay. And then, so in this scene, obviously, we don't have much. So you already.
So let's think about what they did. Capulet, in the midst of all this grieving, has stayed up late and talking to Paris, and actually managed to plan his daughter's wedding day.
Right. Kind of, and it feels so super like last minute. Let's just get this in the books now.
Yeah.
Before the prince really hates us.
Yeah.
Let's marry into his
Freaking
family.
do it. Yes.
And
That's
then
important. That will solve this whole problem with the whole Tybalt fiasco, right?
Right.
We're family now.
Yeah.
And then
Paris seems all for it. So Juliet must be very attractive. I'm going to guess that Juliet just must look like and the Capulets are rich.
Yeah.
She's rich. She's
a good deal.
beautiful. She's smart. And so Paris is all in on the deal and doesn't recognize that there's a problem. He's not aware. It's not his fault. He just doesn't know.
That's right. And then Lady Capulet, like she again only has that one set of lines, and she's just like, she's just like my daughter.
Like she's gonna have to deal with her.
This could be played a couple different ways. She could be like, "Yeah, you've been here for hours. I told you she's not coming down."
Yeah. So I will, and know her mind early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll talk to her tomorrow about this. You know, 'cause we're kind of grieving right now. I mean, you could play it as if Lady Capulet is like, "What the heck? You're still here? Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And now we're planning a wedding.
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?
Men.
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be played that way, but I could see some potential.
And it would definitely give. I find that the lords and ladies often don't get a ton of depth. I feel like Lord Capulet does get some because he has a good.
Oh, he does, and he's about to get more.
Yikes.
Yeah.
But I love the idea if you actually like think of her as a pretty complex mother figure, like not your typical one, then that could be really done in a really interesting way.
Yeah. I like to at least attribute her this piece that she loved her nephew and is currently grieving her own self and finds this to be a bit much right now.
Yeah. Maybe even a little improper, which is her job also to know.
So make sure you've written down some plot notes about what happened in there and anything that you want to clarify when next you have the chance to do so. And we'll go ahead and stop this one and get ready for the
scene
next.
5 coming up.